Good evening. Good evening, fellow collectors. This is M.I.B. Master coming at you with another G.I. Joe collectible that I have found in my collection. Just wanted to do a quick review on him. This is the Black Spider Rendezvous Timeless Collection. Timeless Collection was a series of G.I. Joes that came out in the late to early 2000s, the late 1990s, I should say, early 2000s. And these guys were touching on the vintage G.I. Joes. And what I mean by that is, this is how they went back to the way G.I. Joe was actually made back from the 60s through the mid parts of the 70s, 1970s. And they touched on a lot of the Adventure Team themes. This one being the Black Spider Rendezvous. As you can see, once again, excellent artwork. Beautifully done. So he has some type of it's like a turbo copter. I pre-ordered some Guyperman, Falcon Guyperman, basically from Brazil. So they're Falcon from Brazil. They're like G.I. Joes, and one had like an exact replica of this turbo copter right here. As you can see, he's got this on. Let's check some of his equipment out here. He's got his gun, his maps, radio, holster, another gun in his hand, another holster on his shoulder holster, helmet, really cool helmet, and that iconic battle scar, lifelike hair. Let's see, the iconic kung fu grip. This is what I paid for it back in 2001, 2002. Got him on sale for $16.78. Not today. Definitely wouldn't happen today. Let's turn this guy around. Cool thing about this guy, they would give great stories. It's a story on the Black Spider Rendezvous. This is figures and accessories reminiscent of the golden age of G.I. Joe from 1964 to 1976. And they give you the breakdown of and story, backstories of the Adventure Team. Not to mention, they throw in a lot of these. The G.I. Joe with the lifelike hair. His equipment list. Loaded with goodies. Any true collector would love to get his hands on this one right here. Can definitely find these guys at Cotswold Collectibles and different websites, eBay, Amazon. Once again, it's all depending on what you're willing to spend. This guy is not really rare by any means or stretch of the imagination, but I got an old saying, it's worth whatever a collector is willing to pay for it, or a consumer is willing to pay for it. So it's entirely up to that person. Me myself, I wouldn't sell mine, but you never know. It's everything has a price on it. There's this dog. metal dog tags. And the big part of this collectible item here is the helicopter. It actually spins. So I just wanted to do a quick review on this guy. Like I said, I'm reacquainting myself with some of these collectibles, some of these Joes in my collection that I haven't looked at in years. And I think that's the cool thing about YouTube and being able to do these reviews. You can share, you know, your hobby and your passion for the, for G.I. Joe with other fellow collectors, which I think is just super cool. And to see these things, again, it's just really cool. And I wish Hasbro would, start making these guys again, because it's so much fun being able to buy these guys from the stores and chasing these guys all around, to buy them. So we the older collectors miss those days, but that's just that's the way it is. Just wanted to do a quick review, guys. This is the Black Spider Rendezvous Timeless Collection, G.I. Joe. And as always, thanks for the love, thanks for the support, and keep collecting.